Hey, how's it going, Michael? It's a pleasure meeting you today. Look forward to getting that hamstring and glute area feeling better for you. So first thing we're going to go over is our hip mobility series. So how we're going to do this is we're going to sit. We'll have our front leg 90 degrees, back leg 90 degrees. And from here, we're going to take our hand, kind of make almost like a duck bill here. And we want to feel for, if here's the ball of my hip, you want to go just below. So we want to make sure we're not up in the meat or pushing up on like our high up hip bone here, but actually the ball in the socket. So we should be able to feel that here. Just below that, we're going to take our hand and we're going to be pushing as if we're pushing down into the ground, okay? So we're going to do 20 of these. Now, this might feel a little silly, like we're not doing a ton, but I promise it's important for helping our hip get a little freed up, a little more motion in there, helps move synovial fluid in and out of the joint, which is good for the joint health. So we're going to do 20 of those. Next one we're going to do, we'll go ahead and we'll be here. We're going to rotate towards our back leg as far as we can. Back forward, and come over, nice stretch here. We'll come back up, rotate, and back to the front, stretch forward. So we're going to do 5 of those, so that'll be part 2 of that series. Now, next thing we're gonna do, we used some yoga blocks for the next part. Let me grab this real quick. So I'm gonna grab a little roll of our band stuff here. If you want, you can use a rolled up pillow. We want something underneath the knee for this part, okay? Because what we're gonna do from here is we're gonna take and we're gonna push our back foot into the ground like we're trying to rotate it down and into the ground. And we're gonna hold that for 10 seconds. 8, 9, 10, and then we're going to go the opposite direction, and we're going to try not to tilt here. So I'm going to try to stay nice and upright and pick my foot up off the ground. And we're going to go 10, 9, 8, all the way down to 1, and relax. That's going to be 1 round. You'll do 2 of those, okay? So it'll be push down, pick up, push down, pick up, okay? Really thinking about rotating at the hip and making sure that we're not doing this when we go to pick our leg up, okay? So it should all come from that hip rotating. Let's get out of here. Now, next thing we're going to do is going to be our banded cat-cow. So we really want to think about, if this is my belt line, we want to be up probably about 3 to 4 inches is where we're looking to go. So kind of right across here. Now, it doesn't have to be 100% exact and in the same place every time, so don't worry if that varies a little bit. What we'll do is we'll grab our band, put it across our back, get it in that spot. We'll go hands down. Now we're going to keep our butt kind of back a little bit. We won't go into the traditional cat-cow pose, just because if we're here, it tends to keep the band from sliding too much. And from here, we're going to go through cat-cows, but with a ton of intention of really trying to push into that band and really focusing on rounding out. So making sure that we're not stopping early and that we're actually going through the entire motion there. All right, so I'll put the reps and sets for that in the message for you, okay? Now, the next one we got is gonna be our curl up. So what we'll do is we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna lay on down. We want, we want hands on our legs. We're gonna go chin up, shoulders up, and we wanna think about moving through our entire spine as we come up. And we want to think about moving each little segment as we come up, okay? Now from here, we're going to reverse this and go backwards. So we're going to keep our chin tucked. Come on back. Think about low back touching first, then mid back, then shoulders, then head, okay? That's 1 rep. Now if you feel like you need some help with this, you can also put a handle on the Bowflex and use that as a way to kind of help you with the up, okay? Last one we got here, we're going to take the band that I gave you, so that green one, we'll put it around the middle of our feet. We're going to lay at our back here. Now we're going to make sure we keep our low back nice and flat, so we don't want to see like a big arch and ribs flared. Think about sucking our belly button to our spine. Now from here, what we'll do is we'll go ahead, keep this leg steady. We're going to kick our other leg out and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's 1 rep, all right? So making sure that our low back stays nice and flat the whole time, that we don't get any arch in there. Now, if you have any questions on these, please let me know. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you next week, and I hope you have a great week.